What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Jay Reed for Jay Reed's Love of Cars. What are we talking about today? We're going to talk about Corvettes because that's what I love doing, talking about Corvettes. Why? Because I love Corvettes. But we're going to talk about something in particular, and that is if you are thinking about getting a supercharger for your Corvette, there's a few things that you got to realize before you do it, or you might be disappointed. So let's dive right into it. All right, so the first thing that you want to realize about the Corvette is, when you're thinking about supercharging it, is you probably won't make the power you expect with just the supercharger kit. And there are several reasons for that. The first reason being, when you put a supercharger on your car, it's basically a kit. It's going to come with your injectors. It's going to come with the injectors. It's going to come with the kit. It's going to come with a certain pulley. All of these things will be the determining factor to how much power you are actually going to make. So just because someone has, let's use the A&A kit, that's what I have. Just because you see someone making 700 horsepower and they say they have an A&A kit, you may not make that same amount of horsepower, because the devil is in the details. They may have an A&A kit, but they may also have upgraded the head unit. They may also have upgraded the injectors, upgraded the fuel system, upgraded a secondary fuel system such as meth, flex fuel, any of those type of scenarios or additional features they could have on their car. You're just buying the kit. You're just buying the $599.99 kit. Don't expect to make 700, 800 horsepower with that. It's gonna take a lot more to it. And I'm telling you this because you may end up being disappointed when you go to the dyno. Now, if this is your first supercharger and you're making stock power, then anything above what you're making, you're gonna have a blast. So let's just get that out the way. But with a stock supercharger kit, no upgrade, the stock head unit, and what I mean by head unit, the actual supercharger itself, if you keep it very stock because you're budget minded, don't upgrade your fuel system, you should at the very least, add an additional 150 horsepower to your Corvette. So that's the good thing. So if you're making 400 to the wheels, you'll make 550. Now there are little caveats, that you can add to that. Do you have a converter, whatnot? Whoop-de-whoop, is it an automatic, is it a stick? You got all of those little things. So we're just talking about averages, possibilities, and maybes. Now, if you want to make the big power, there's a lot of stuff that you got to do that's going to add to the cost. What am I talking about? I am talking about you're going to have to upgrade the fuel system. You are going to have to either put in another intake pump. That's going to add some hell of a cost, or you're going to have to add an auxiliary or secondary fuel system where you tap the gas tank and the fuel pump is on the outside the car. There's that. That's some money. Now let's keep going. You can make a lot of power with just that, but oh shit, the hell. But you're still going to have to upgrade as well your fuel injectors, because no matter how much pump you have, there's this little thing that's called duty cycle. And if you are running stock injectors or the little base injectors that came with the kit, you're gonna overwhelm them holes, and you're gonna find out real quick your limitations. So you're gonna have to upgrade your injectors. That's additional money. Do you want to go with a E85? That's additional money. Because when it comes to E85, this is something that you really got to understand. On your Corvette, there's only so much fuel that it can push down the motor. E85, it takes 30% more fuel than it does regular unleaded gasoline. So that means you're going to need 30% more injectors. You are going to need a 30% more pump. You're going to need a lot of more of everything in order to use E85 on these cars. Now, do you want to do that eventually? Yeah, because it's going to make yourself a lot of power, but it's going to cost you. So now you are already up from that $599 kit to about 10 grand. So you may want to split this up and do it in stages, but if you do it at once, you're going to save on the tune. Because every time you do something, you're going to have to get it tuned. Now, so if you haven't figured it out yet, There's a lot that you need to consider when you are buying a supercharger. And the most important thing, the cheapest thing that you can do to be happy with your purchase is to change your expectations. Learn everything you can about the process, about what is needed for what, before you start shelling out the money. Because once you've bought one and you're unhappy, trust me, you're gonna keep wanting to buy. You're gonna keep wanting to buy. And it gets very expensive quick, especially if you can't install it yourself. This your boy. I hope you got something out this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.